Oh, fuck. Twitch side. Monday. I completely forgot to rename stuff on Twitch. My bad. My bad. 1 second. Do. Sifu gameplay, Sifu game, Ranger, Sifu master difficulty. Okay then. I'm actually uncertain if I should like close my window because right now I'm hearing like from the outside there is like some shit going down outside my window. Let me grab some water. Hmm. Okay. 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 Wait a minute. One more thing. Hey, Viet Cong fighter. Oh, okay. Hey, hey fighters, how's it going? I actually wanted to ask you something. So last time, it's been a while, hasn't it? But no, last time you said that you clicked on the link sent by your nephew, right? And and that in turn like you got your Steam account stolen. Am I correct? Am I in what I remember? Oh, your nephew clicked on the link. Okay. I saw that your nephew sent to use a link and that's how you did you lose money directly or was it okay. Okay, can you explain a little bit more in that sense? Because I'm actually was curious about that. Like I was remembering it after the stream and I was like, oh, that's kind of curious. Like what happened there? Okay, so you didn't actually lose any money. So what happened exactly with that link? What the so he just clicked on the link, right? And what happened then? What was the next thing that happened? On account, it was Steam account, right? Like you lost a Steam account from that? Whoop, got out. They got me from the get-go. But because I'm just curious about the story now because like after the stream I was like I wish I had like asked more information about it because I remember when I was getting like constantly attacked from all fucking angle by like the fact that like my one of my I submitted one of my emails the hey Mackenzie, yes it is Shifu. Yes, it is Shifu. I think if you saw the link on Discord, the link would be wrong. Mostly because I just forgot to edit the Twitch stuff before starting the stream. Like I started the stream and then I remembered, oh right, I forgot to edit the Twitch stuff. Oh, so it was a $50 giveaway because I thought you lost $50. So I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. To a free 50. To be fair, I mean, my friend has been sending me oh news there is like a giveaway on like I don't know like Epic Game Store. Like, ooh, I give away an Epic Game Store, so you have the free games. Check out this like fucking article or whatever. And that's like, that'd be like super sketchy, you know, if I wasn't like trusting my friend, and if it wasn't like WhatsApp. I think it's harder to get hacked like that in WhatsApp. Just my guess. But yeah, okay, so that's interesting. So your nephew clicked on quote unquote free giveaway. And so they immediately got your account, or did your nephew have to like input the email or something? That's how they got it. Like, did they immediately like DDoS attack you or something? Damn, that bat didn't last very long. That bat lasted very... it broke nearly immediately. I was actually, right before the stream started, I was watching my favorite YouTuber, DJ Peach Cobbler, who is currently, like, most of his videos are about Native Americans fighting US like US government. Like that's not the only videos he makes, but that's a lot of videos. A lot of his videos are either Native Americans fighting US government, or like conquest of Americas by Spaniards. Which I find, number one, I already find the topics very interesting, but the fact is, the man isn't like a historian, okay? He's not like a, you know, he's not like an anthropologist or whatever. He's just like a guy who like reads a book about how like Native Americans get wiped out by colonial powers, okay? And then like, and then he'll be like, yo, check out this shit, okay? And he'll talk about it, and like it's very interesting, right? But like, the reason I started watching him is because he used to do like video game stuff, you know? He used to talk about like, he used to talk about like Fallout Infinite and how like it's a big failure because of because of how like boring the racism is in Fallout Infinite. Like in Fallout Infinite, like the racism is like, well, in regular Fallout, like it talks about like all the weird shit that's going on with like plasmids and stuff, and how it's like, how it's not really the cause of Fall of Rapture, but it's kind of like one of the reasons for it. You know what's funny thing is, every time you send me an emoji, my text to speech reads out the emoji. So I have to like listen to like the words like monk links some like some, I'm not even sure what the full name is, because it sounds like fucking gibberish. But yeah, but Vietcong actually was asking like I was trying to figure out, so like you never said like so your nephew clicked on the link, right? Your nephew clicked on the link, and like they immediately hacked into your account, or was it like, was there more? No, but was there like more stuff, or did he have to like input like some stuff, and that's how they got him, or was it like yeah, that's so much text. It's still going. Oh, so he just clicked on it. Oh, that's kind of scary. is this gonna be just now a thing where like, is this now just gonna be a thing where you guys spam the fucking chat with emojis that it's still going, by the way. Okay, it finally went down. But like, you're gonna be spamming the chat with like big sad and shit like that, just so just so like my text to speech keeps going over and over again. Okay, that's well, I thought it was like, like, by the way, FYI, when you spam the emojis, it kind of goes like that. But I did not expect you to abuse the power. Okay, like I was thinking a little bit highly of you guys. But what I was gonna say is that yeah, okay, it's kind of scary. The idea is that like he just clicked the link and immediately like sent him to the shadow realm of like, oh, your account is done. But like, could you get the account? Did you get the account back? Because I know, to be fair, in my experience, when my Steam account got hacked, um, I'm just a viewer. Well, when my Steam account got hacked, so like when bunch of got hacked support. When my Steam account got my Steam account got hacked by along with a bunch of my other emails getting like compromised. They tried to essentially send like like a $20 game to somebody, and then like my account didn't have like $20. So I just got a notification from Steam like, yo, you just tried to buy a game for somebody, but you don't have the funds. And I'm like, it wasn't me. It's somebody. Like, ban both whoever the game was sent to and whoever they were friends with. Okay, ban both of those fuckers. And Steam was like, oh, okay, thank you very much, and they immediately implemented like they immediately disconnected like all of my other like every other like device connected to the. Hey KJ, how's it going? Like they immediately disconnected all the other devices connected to the Steam account. They allowed me to implement the Shadow. What the fuck is Shadow Mew? What the fuck is that? Hold up, maybe I need kind of like look deep. Yeah, it is a Mewtwo. What the fuck? Okay, but what I was gonna say is that yeah, so Viet Cong, did you manage to get so Viet Cong, did you manage to get your account quick? Mewtwo X Shadow. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, fuck. Got distracted. But yeah, KJ, we're just talking about how good Steam is at like protecting its consumers. It's actually right now like I'm pretty sure it's still a popular joke about like other websites when you get hacked. Oops, sorry, cannot do anything for you. Bye bye. And then like when you get hacked, we killed whoever like hacked you. Okay, we send a strike team against them. Our Steam strike team is already on the case. And to be fair, like I'm sure this was actually like I was watching to a podcast and it was mentioned, but like it was mentioned kind of wrongly. Praise Gaben, exactly. But like when so I was watching a podcast today, and like this was a piece of news that they kind of not a news piece of like trivia that they shared, but they like they misspoke kind of the piece of trivia. Essentially, the premise was the fact that when Half-Life 2 was going out, okay, one of the somebody got hacked at the headquarters, and like the entire thing got leaked. Well, hopefully he has some like way to protect the. Yeah, it's another reset. Well, hopefully Gaben has like some sort of like a system in place for after he's gone, because like it's kind of like with that Costco CEO who was like, hey, if you increase the price of our $1.50 hot dog, I will fucking kill you, you know. Jabin. His successor is just a clone of Gaben. But by the time Gaben dies, it turns out that like they were cloning him in the vats the entire time. No, it doesn't spell symbols. Gaben. And I, to be fair, you know. Oh, right, because L got replaced by like the guy named K, right? I do find it kind of stupid that like the writer was like, okay, so we're gonna be like, there gotta be somebody after L to challenge Light. Okay, we're gonna have like just another guy who's just as smart. KL. Oh yeah, so the next one is gonna be M. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, my bad. I forgot the alphabet order. To be fair, alphabet order never matters really. It only matters when you get like stopped for drunk driving, and then they go, "Oh, can you spell me alphabet? Okay, don't sing." And it's like, I can't. Like I'm done. Okay, book me, officer. I'm sober, but like I cannot do it. I'm done. Like you like genuinely, it's like, here's the thing. Logically speaking, alphabet doesn't have that doesn't need to have an order. Like the most reasons why it has an order, because somebody decided it needs an order, you know. You're talking about you're talking about the guy who succeeded Light? No, sorry, not Light. L. My bad. I don't know. I just think, here's the thing. I just think, here's the thing. If you're gonna like, if you're gonna have like a series about, like, I think if you have a story about like this like super smart guy getting away with crime, and the detective who's like trying to catch him for the crimes the entire time, right? And then like the in this and then in the story the guy wins against the detective. That's where you finish the story. That's what was done. You finish, done the job. That's all. That's where the story should end. Like that does it make sense that like the character gets away scot-free for the crimes or whatever, you know? No, but it's kind of like it's on your job to write it confidently, so you can like kind of finish it with finale where both of them die and it's satisfying, you know? Or you can have it like you can have it like Breaking Bad. Like Breaking Bad. In Breaking Bad, technically speaking, there was entire like cat and game mouse. Cat and game, fuck. Cat and mouse game between Hank and Walter White. Cat and game, yes, exactly. I caught myself with like saying that. I was like, that doesn't make sense. But okay, so there was like a cat and mouse game. There was cat and mouse game between Walter White and what's his name, Hank, right? Kind of. Like most of the time, Hank didn't know he was playing the game, but they were playing the game the entire time. Okay, and so but spoiler alert for Breaking Bad if you didn't watch it. If you didn't watch the series, it literally had like a prequel and a movie. The in before the final season, Hank dies. Okay, and he dies very unsatisfactory. No, number one, the Walter White expected the game kind of continue. He did he well, he expected to win, but he also expected to not kill his like family, you know? Hank is like his brother-in-law, but they are kind of family, you know? And he did not expect Hank to die. He considered Hank to be a good guy, and he expected to like win and get away scot-free with his crimes, but he did not expect Hank to die, right? And and Hank does die, but he dies very unsatisfactory. He just gets killed, and Walter can do nothing about it to stop it. You know, he just made witness to this crime, and then he has to like hide away before the for like the final season to start. And during the final season, he like takes revenge against like the person who killed Hank, right? But it's in no way it's so like the final season is in no way what's called it's in no way cat and mouse game between him and like the people who killed Hank, right? It's just him going on a revenge spree, right? It was just him tying up loose ends. In fact, in that sense, the final season is like brilliant because it ties up all the loose ends and like puts it with nice bow on top, and you're done, right? And in that way, in that way, that's how Death Note could have finished. Like Light Yagami wins against L, right? He kills L or something or whatever, you know, and like, but by the end of it, he kind of like, I don't know, like there's some catharsis where like L doesn't die in the way that he wanted, for example, you know, or L has like a last minute of like a like if I die, this is the person who killed me, right? It's Light Yagami, okay, and like the last episodes of the show is like well, actually, if I remember the last episode correctly, Light Yagami like orchestrates essentially Ruby Goldberg machine of like fucking constant like people dying until Mello dies, okay? And then he just bleeds out and dies on the stairs. Well, was like Shikigami, I forgot his name, going like, I always told you, L, one day I'll put your name in the book, and then he like flies away. And it's like, I guess that's almost like a Walter White bleeding out in the mess lab story, but like there is a problem with the fact that like what's it called but it's similar in that sense, but like the difference is the fact that like again Mello is and like Nero are not like they're like substitution. I cannot believe it's not L, you know. They are they are better than L, you know. Like there's a what's called there's like a meat substitution thing that's called like better than meat. No, impossible L, you know. Like the reason they exist is because they're like, okay, well, I've wrote out the previous smartest guy in the world, okay, so I need the new. It's like how in the ending of a Sherlock TV show, they were like, okay, Moriarty literally killed himself last season. How do we get like the next Moriarty? And then they were like, okay, what if Sherlock Holmes had like a sister and she was way smarter than Sherlock Holmes? Okay, and I can see. What if Sherlock Holmes had a sister this entire time and she was way smarter than Sherlock Holmes? So she could continue going was like we could continue having like Moriarty battles, and like she's actually so smart. Moriarty was actually terrified of her, and it's like that again. Like it stands back to the point of like I don't want I don't want the I cannot believe it's not L. I don't want the I cannot believe it's not Moriarty. I want I just want like the finale to be like you still have the smartest person in the room die to the main character. But the main character is like brought down because they were like they killed the smartest person in the setting, you know? Like the in fact they could have well number one here's the thing majority of Sherlock Holmes stories do you mean light or do you mean like the Molly what the fuck is his name Mellow oh yeah he went because he was like by the end of it he died and like nobody knows that it's him and whatever but like that's like but that's a hollow victory because it was three guys ago. You know, he won when he killed L. When he killed L the first time with a fucking the book swap, making sure like he forgets all of the making sure he like forgets all of the information about the book until Light like reveals him his true name. Sorry, L reveals the true name. Well, that's the point of like that's the point of kind of like all the stories I mentioned so far is that like in all of the stories the main character has like an ego. Oh, like the fact that he like literally killed random prisoners to like spell out his name. Yeah, that's a dumb thing to do from like a normal person's perspective. But the point of the story is the fact that he's a megalomaniacal like narcissist. He believes that he can solve the world, right? All the world problems only if you like just kill all the kill all the right people, you know? And he believes that he's the only one smart enough to figure it out. And that's why he's crashing out whenever somebody trying to stop him. Okay, and that's kind of the same point with Walter White and Sherlock Holmes. Walter White and Sherlock Holmes are also big narcissists. They care about being the smartest guy in the room, right? And when somebody challenges that, they take it as a personal like affront. They dislike that. That's why Walter White disliked like working under anybody. Like you could be making like three like millions and millions of dollars, but like just because you're working under Gustavo Fring, that's why he was freaking out. But like he could have like worked the entire time, like worked back like 2 million, right, and be like happy. Or he could have like just accepted charity from his like ex-girlfriend, right? Like yeah, it hurts your ego, but he could have accepted their charity and like just like literally be like healthy, you know, and don't need to do drugs. Well, yeah, but that's why I'm talking about. That's why I brought up the Sherlock TV show specifically. The TV show Sherlock, like the whole point of like they had the whole point of like fighting Moriarty and Sherlock to the point where they even brought up Moriarty in literally the first episode. But like in the books, Sherlock and Moriarty aren't like the big like nemesis antagonist. Moriarty is just one of the many guys Sherlock like fought. It just in it was one of the best selling stories because in that one Sherlock actually died. You know, well, I mean, kind of died. He like the writer Edward Conan Doyle. That's his name, right? The writer did not plan to bring back Sherlock from like his death. Yeah, people really like the rivalry, and that's why latest adaptations really like it. But also, it's also about the fact that it's the most famous story. Edward Conan Doyle did not plan to bring back Sherlock Holmes to life with a lot like with the stories after that. But like he was he was just very annoyed into writing more books because even his like mother asked him like, "Hey, are you planning to write another book about Sherlock Holmes?" And he's like, "Mom, I killed him." And he's like, "Well, he can come back, right?" Yeah, because literally everybody was like, "Yo, Edward, next Sherlock book Holmes book when?" And so he had to like bring back Sherlock back to life because of it. Well, it's mostly because it's like the most famous books, right? So everybody expects that book. But yeah, I know Agatha Christie had like many like problems because of it. Like she had to one time like she literally just went on a hike in the forest and disappeared to the point where they invited Edward Conan Doyle to like search for her. Well, it's kind of like how Smash Mouth hates like the All Star. They hate all the Shrek movie songs that they licensed out because because essentially it became their most popular song. Is the creep the one like I'll be watching you, or am I wrong? No, no, it's I'm a creep, I'm a loser. Yeah, yeah, it's that one. But yeah, the most popular songs are the ones that like the creators despise. Well, the most popular thing is the ones that creators despise the most because everybody wants you to do that one again. Everybody wants more Sherlock Holmes. Everybody wants more Poirot. Everybody wants more Smash Mouth fucking All Star song. Hey now, use the All Star. Get your game on. Go play. Hey now, use a rock star. Only shooting stars breaks the mold. And it won't stop coming and it won't stop coming. Hits the ground running. Come on your ass. Just for fun. Bust on your face and now you feel dumb. So much to do, so much to see. I don't remember the lyrics, okay? I don't remember the lyrics, so I just made it up. Okay? I'm sorry, like, I don't remember the lyrics. Yeah, it's the one where Shrek, like, wakes up in the morning and instead of, like, using. I don't remember what the fuck he used for, like, mouthwash, but, like, this time he just comes. He just guzzles scum. Um, Jesus Christ. Christ, that's it. Okay, back to the point. Back to the point. But yeah, it's like if you essentially asked to make the same thing over and over again, you kind of hate it. That's why people dislike like office work. You know, like you constantly need to like do the same thing over and over again without much different, and you don't feel like you don't feel like you're creatively output, and that's why people need people are very much like like pets. They need enrichment and like nourishment and what's called an enriching environment. Okay, sometimes you just need one of those like sometimes you just need one of those wheels that like allows you to like run forever, and you're gonna enjoy it very much. Like put one of those hamster wheels in your room and just run in it for a little bit, and you will feel so much better. Um. Oh yeah, actually, I want to draw it back to Agatha Christie disappearing. So like she needed like a break, and so she disappeared. She went in the woods and then like stumbled on like a spa retreat or something, like on some like retreat thing. And she was like, "Oh, I'll book myself a place." And it was before like a phone existed, so nobody could like call her or contact her. And so people were like searching for Agatha Christie in the forest, and they couldn't find her. And then eventually they invited Edward Conan Doyle to like participate in the search. And he instead held the seance because he was actually very much into supernatural bullshit. Like he in fact believed wizards were real. He in fact believed wizards were real and believed Harry Houdini to be one of the greatest wizards alive. And when Harry Houdini went around disproving existence of wizardry and magic, he believed that that was his intentional attempt to. Yeah, he believes that that was intentional attempt on Harry's part to like gaslight people into believing that magic isn't real, because he believes that like powerful wizards pretend that magic isn't real so that they could keep all the secrets. By the way, Harry Houdini started to disprove magic because like when his mom died, a lot of like charlatans arrived to him and were like, and they were like, hey, let me talk to you about like your dead mother. Let me talk with her beyond the grave. And one of them called him Harry. Harry's Houdini isn't actually Harry. Like Harry Houdini is a stage name. His actual name wasn't Harry, and so that's when he was like, "Oh, this man is a charlatan." Harry, um, Houdini name. Um, yeah, Eric Weiss, by the way. His original name was Eric Weiss, so obviously his mom didn't call him Harry. Obviously his mom wasn't like calling him by stage name, you know? It's like my mom doesn't call me Warm Cave, you know? Surprise, surprise, that's not my maiden my maiden name, fuck. Bro. That's not my god-given name. Actually, hold up. Now that I think about it, so like maiden name refers to like the name women have before marriage, right? What if the guy takes the name of his wife? Do they still they don't call it maiden name, right? Does it go like boyish name? No, he's like a dubious cult leader actually. Like he's relatively speaking, he's just a cult leader, and like a lot of successful cult leaders, he had like couple very wise choices. Like the reason he got so close to Romanov family isn't because he was fucking the queen, by the way. Surprise, surprise, that wasn't actually the reason. The reason like the reason he got very close to Romanov family is because their youngest son had um he had like an illness that like makes you like bleed a lot. I forgot what it's called. But it's like is it called like sickle cell anemia? Like it doesn't allow your blood to clot properly, and like you bleed a lot. And the um, and the doctors at the palace prescribed him aspirin, a known blood sinner. Aspirin thins your blood. Okay, it makes your blood all nice and liquidy, you know, like water. And so when Rasputin was like, "Yo, how about no more aspirin?" And couple of prayers a day. I actually don't remember. Did Vlad Tepes have that one? Vlad Dracula, sorry. Did he have that one? But yeah, like essentially like it allows you to bleed out very quickly, and essentially the what's called Rasputin was like So I don't know. I don't know the scientific name. I know he like was a bleeder. Hold up. Let me double check. Um, um, Romanov family son who bled a lot. That's the best way I can. Yeah, it's called hemophilia. Alexei Nikolaevich, life-threatening bleeding. Yeah, he had hemophilia B, a Christmas disease from his mother, Empress Alexandra Fyodorova. Fyodorna. Fyodorovna. Fyodorovna. Oh, okay. Um, carried the gene from her great grandmother, Queen Victoria of United Kingdom. Isn't it fun how related all those families are? Like literally during the First World War, three world leaders were all just cousins. Not even like remote cousins, like the first basis cousins. Like cousins, like, you know, like the ones that you would see like once a year cousins, not the ones you see during like your grandma's funeral, but the ones you like literally go for Christmas on. That's why in one of their yeah, during one of their one of their diaries was read after their deaths, and like one of the diaries literally stated like, if Grandma Victoria was alive, none of this would happen. Like she would literally stop this from happening if she was alive. Can you imagine this? It was literally just a family feud. But anyway, yeah. So essentially, if you have a hemophiliac son who bleeds out at like any cut, and then you have doctors prescribing aspirin, a thing that makes you bleed out quickly. If there comes in a guy with a magic beard and he goes, "Hey, how about you stop taking aspirin?" and that works, you also will think, "Oh, damn, this guy's magic," until you figure out how it works. Like all the doctors prescribe your son bleed out quickly medicine, and then the guy goes like, "How about you don't take the bleed out quickly medicine?" Damn, he must be magic. Yeah. Actually, I remember I was actually talking about something completely different before we brought up Sherlock Holmes and Rasputin or whatever. Oh, that's one most likely just hysterics. Like they lace his cakes with either not so they acclaim that they lace his cakes with cyanide and he chowed them down and like didn't feel a thing. There is two speculations. Number one, the heat just denatured the cyanide and that essentially just removed the poison from working, because like heating these things up sometimes like makes it stop working. um Second theory is that like he just didn't actually poison him. Like he saw that he put cyanide. Well, the thing is, so like he thought he poisoned him, but most likely he didn't. And then presumably like they shot him and that didn't work, and then they like stabbed, dismembered him, and whatever else. And that one is most likely like further retelling to demonize the man, because it's like, damn, like can you imagine how scary, how more scary? Because like what that was mostly is propaganda. Because like if you like okay, imagine you're like right now at war with like us, right? And like at certain point in time you killed JD Vance, right? Is it easy to say like, oh, JD Vance is a bitch? Yeah, of course you can say like, oh, JD Vance is a massive bitch. He like, we like cut him with paper and he like died, bleed out, right? Well, yeah, that's the point. They described him as Superman because like if you say like, oh, I just like I just gave JD Vance like a stack of paper and he bleed out like a bitch. Like that's an easy sell, right? That like makes the enemy look weak. But if you say like, oh, JD Vance had like fucking supernatural powers, I had to like literally like cut his head off for him to finally go down. Now you have like a propaganda of like, damn, you're like fighting the literal demons here, okay? You're not just like fighting you're not just fighting like a regular guys, you're fighting literal monsters. And that's how you can easily propagandize this to like a general populace, because like you were talking to like mostly farmers, you know. Later on they were talking to like farmers like, hey, like Romanov family was literally charmed by like devil himself, we stabbed him through the heart, he survived. Can you imagine that? And farmers would be like, oh holy shit, ward, let's go kill Romanov family. Like it's easy justification. But like in reality, what most likely happened, they fed him cakes that were not poisoned, but they thought it was poison. He chowed down on the cakes, and then like nothing happened. So then he chowed down on the cakes and nothing happened, and they were like, okay, this guy gotta be like a demon or something. And then they like either like stab him or shot him or something. And then like later on they had to like be like hysteric and be like, hey, no, this guy was like a straight up demon. He like he chowed down on poison, survives, and we like stab him bunch and he still was moving around, so we shot him and like cut off his head, and that's when he finally went down. Okay, that's the only way you can like later tell like the general populace that this needed to be done, you know, that it wasn't just like a random killing, but it was actually something that like God would support or something, you know. Fuck. Nope. But yeah, most likely thing that happened. Also, by the way, again, like getting shot, as you said, during that time, getting shot and surviving isn't like impossible. There have been many accounts of people like getting shot and like surviving for like days. One of the prime accounts that I can mention right now that happened literally in the same time period is well, relatively same time period, like not exactly like one for one, but Alexander Pushkin literally lived in Tsar's Russia, okay, and he was taking part in, at the time, non-sanctioned duel, so illegal duel, right? And he got shot in the gut, and then like he survived for like multiple weeks, bleeding out, and he was writing like poems and letters and stuff like that, and then he like died like weeks later. Okay, so like objectively speaking, yeah, like if you got shot during that time, you could have probably like survived and like lived. It just, the thing is like he probably like died. He probably would have died if they just waited a little bit, you know. But like in the same example, like Andrew Jackson, US president, got shot and like literally started fighting his assassin. He literally was bleeding, and like he beat the fuck out of his assassin to the point where they had to pry off the man who got shot from the assassin, because that's how brutal that guy was. Teddy Roosevelt got shot in the chest, kept giving a speech for hours, and then like only then went to the doctor after he was done. Like there is many cases where you can get shot and like survive, especially at like lower end of a. Oh yeah, those have plenty. No, not yet. For both cases, I guess. Well, number one, no, it's not a conspiracy hour because like because I'm not talking about conspiracy theory yet. Like I could be talking about conspiracy theories. I love conspiracy theories. They're so fucking wacky and fun. Okay, conspiracy theories are like, I treat conspiracy theories like fun fiction. It's like, it's really fun to consume because it's so weird and wacky. That's number one. Number two, I might not stream tomorrow because I am actually gonna be drinking with a friend tomorrow, and I might not I might not be streaming, you know, on account of the fact that I'm not gonna be sober. That depending on when I'm gonna be finishing watching the movie. But yeah, I plan to drink tomorrow and watch a movie. We're gonna be watching. Mackenzie, I'll compensate by having Shifu Wednesday. We're debating between either watching. We're debating between either watching Ted's the movie or Ted's the TV show. Because I already talked about I really want to watch the new season of Ted's the TV show. But the thing is, TV show episodes are like 50 minutes a pop. So like watching a whole Ted movies might as well work out. So like that's why I propose like, oh, might as well watch a Ted the movie because like Ted the TV show gonna take a while. You better ask me what I'm gonna be drinking, which is I'm gonna be drinking some coconut flavored rum with pineapple juice. I really like it. Like it tastes so fucking good. Pineapple and coconut tastes delicious. Okay. Is that the alien one or? Oh. Yeah, the ones that's like yeah, the ones that people sometimes mistake as production by the guy who made the Shaun of the Dead, right? Simon Pegg. Edgar Wright. Yes. People often confuse this movie as directed by Edgar Wright because Edgar Wright made Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So essentially, Edgar Wright made Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End, a trilogy of Simon Josh Pegg movies with. Paul has Greg Montola and Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. So because of that, people confuse it with like belonging to Edgar Wright trilogy, but it just has the same. It just has the same two actors. That's why people kind of confuse it, even though it's not made by Edgar Wright, and that's why I watched Paul. I remember it being like all right. I don't remember. I remember it being like just not as funny as Edgar Wright movies. Like I know Edgar Wright movies are like relatively funnier than Paul. At least that's why people feel like betrayed when they find out that Paul is not made by Edgar Wright, because they're like, oh shit, like it just has the same actors. It's not as funny. Wait, isn't Paul played by Seth Rogen? Am I crazy? Am I crazy or Paul was played by Seth Rogen? Oh, did I close it? Got him. Out there. I'll check that out. Paul the movie. Um. Sci-fi back pros who encounter Paul. Yes, he is Seth Rogen. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Wait, did they actually mention the comic book Invincible? Because that is insane. Because that's insane cool, you know? That's like early in Invincible run. Like the comic book only, well, I mean, comic book was kind of like already acclaimed before the TV show started, but like people definitely start to be more interested in it after the TV show started, right? People really started to be interested in comic book, And so because of that, like it's crazy that like at the time people already were like kind of like aware, and like there was somebody in the writing room who was like, yo, what if Invincible? Hear me out. And then they were like, what the fuck is Invincible? And then like Seth Rogen was probably like, what the fuck is Invincible? And then he was like on Alan the Alien. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying the author wasn't famous, but like, I mean, also no, not, you know, because yeah, he made Walking Dead, but like, you know, yeah, but so was like a lot of stuff. Like, if you think about it, like, do a lot of people know the writer behind, like the OG writer behind Walking Dead or something? I've only played the games actually, which is I think a little bit weird. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I think it's a little bit weird, but like I somehow completely avoided the show and I just only played the games. I didn't either, actually. I didn't do either. I didn't watch The Walking Dead. I didn't watch the Game of Thrones. But you know what? Like what I was gonna say is that like, yeah, the TV show is huge, but the TV show is huge. Well, I'm actually am thinking about getting into Game of Thrones. Number one, because I already consumed a bunch of stuff about Game of Thrones. Yeah, because it refuses to die, just like Walking Dead. Because it refuses to. It's too long. It's like The Simpsons. What was the last time you heard somebody talk about The Simpsons? You know. No, it has a bunch of spin-offs. It has Walking Dead, Fears of Walking Dead. It has the TV show about young young Walking Dead. Yeah, you know, when all the Walking Dead were babies, and it has the guy from Young Sheldon. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch the recent Simpsons, but the one thing that I keep hearing about Simpsons now is the fact that like the voice actors now are kind of like dying. Yes, stopped watching Simpsons after childhood Walking Dead. After childhood Walking Dead grew stale after about season 6, season 8. Has a finale though. While it's progressively not as good as the previous season, it's worth watching it all at least once. Okay, because I am kind of thinking about getting into Game of Thrones because I already consumed all the content about Game of Thrones. Like I know all the book lore. Like I know all the lore. I knew about the scenario, the lore of Hedge Knight before I watched it. I did watch Hedge Knight with my friend. The Hedge Knight of Seven Kingdoms. I watched it before before the main Game of Thrones with my friend because I was kind of curious about it. It was a good show. I really liked the Hedge Knight, and I was very surprised how short it was because it was both short in terms of like I think like every episode was like 24 minutes. Like every episode was 24 minutes or something, and like total number of episodes was like 7, 6, something like that. It was very short. Like it was genuinely like when we finished watching, like me and my friend, we were like, "What the fuck? Where's the rest? Where's the rest of it?" That can't be all. So yeah, waiting for Hedge Knight season 2. I'm not gonna watch any Game of Thrones until Hedge Knight season 2 comes out, and then I'm gonna pirate it. But yeah, I am thinking about getting into Game of Thrones because of it. Because because I consumed all the lore about Game of Thrones already, I might as well just watch the show. And then I'm gonna read the books. Like, after watching the show, after consuming all the lore, I'm gonna start reading the goddamn book. But what, the Game of Thrones? What do you mean? No, the Game of Thrones has, well, main Game of Thrones is done. The books isn't. The books are not done. And then there is at George R.R. George R.R. Martin is watching the stream right now. Yeah. Yeah, the Game of Thrones TV show is done, but then there is spin-off of House of Dragon, which is prequel, and then there is a spin-off Hedge Knight, which is also a prequel. So I'm waiting for Hedge Knight season 2. I'm not saying I'm waiting. I like when I say I'm like I want to get into it, I just mean that like sometimes it takes a while to like get into like a TV show. I know. I mean, I already enjoyed Hedge Knight beforehand, but like I know that they can be enjoyed before, during, or after. It just when I say I'm waiting for it, I'm not like waiting for the show to end. Like I'm waiting for it purely because I'm just sometimes, you know, you kind of like you're not in the mood to like consume 8 seasons of a TV show, you know, especially when the TV show is like a continuous storytelling, you know. Like in comparison, like I already finished entirety of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I really enjoyed the TV show, and the reason I got into it is because you can start Always Sunny in Philadelphia at any point in time. At any point in time in TV show, you can just start watching it. You just want me to immediately start watching it now. Start watching it on stream. Dude, just fair enough. Anime weeb. Kidding. Yeah, well, I need to be at least I need to be way more famous to start watching a TV show on stream and not get fucking banned, okay? Oh, interesting. Actually, I do want to start watching like Dexter and Sopranos, but the problem is the fact that all because of all the like Sigma edits I've seen of the Sopranos and Dexter, I kind of don't want to watch it because I know like when I'm gonna be like seeing like a scene, I'm gonna like picture like the Sigma male music behind them. Well, yes and no, because like if I get caught. Oh yeah, yeah, to be fair, I would get away with it on kick. But like what I mean is that like I can like get away with stuff as long as nobody catches me, right? But as soon as there's like a somebody noticing like, hey, is that a fucking God of War entirety of God of War being like streamed here? Like they're gonna perma-ban my ass, okay? In comparison to like a more famous streamer. On kick? Yeah, probably. But like what I was saying is that like LMFAO. But what I was gonna say is that the bigger streamers enjoy the privilege of getting banned for very little time, for something that like a smaller streamer will have to be like perma banned. So like if somebody catches me watching like entirety of Game of Thrones on stream, like I'm gonna get perma banned, you know, forever, like to Shadow Realm with me. But like if it's somebody like fucking Hassan, he will get away with, god damn it, he will like watch entirety of Game of Thrones. They're gonna ban him like for like 1 day so he can start streaming like the next day after, you know, like they're just gonna give him like a 1 day suspension and be like, okay, well, no, don't do this again, don't do this again, naughty boy, naughty boy. I would be actually up to that. I would absolutely be up to Discord movie stream nights. Um, entirety of Game of Thrones. Yeah, he gets his ass whooped. Um, actually, to be fair, well, yeah, he's wearing shades inside of the building. That's immediate negative aura. The only time it's cool to wear shades inside of the building is when you're hangover, because then it's at least understandable reason. You have a justification to do this. Or if you're blind like me, and imagine I was blind this entire time. I was doing all this shit just by feel. No, I meant like like I have like a prescription glasses with like shades with prescriptions in it. And like if I like forget my glasses but I don't forget my shades, I will wear shades inside just to not like fuck it up. No. Yeah, I didn't think that's how it works. Like, how do you correct? How do you misspell vampire into night owl? How does that work? uh, but yeah, so sometimes it's if like I'll forget uh my prescription glasses, but like I was walking with like my prescription shades on. I'll like keep the shades inside just so I can like see, you know. Like my vision isn't like the worst, but like if I already was wearing glasses during the day, like taking them off does feel wrong. Does feel like ooh, everything's blurry now. Like I don't like it. Well, mostly the reason you need glasses is for like it's all genetic stuff. It's kind of like male pattern baldness. Like it would like increase stress probably make you bald faster, yeah. But like if your dad has full head of hair, you're not gonna be bald by like the age of 20. So it's all just genetic. And like my grandfather had poor eyesight, my grandma has poor eyesight, my mom has had relatively good eyesight, but like she has worse eyesight now where she's like nearsighted. Oh, okay, then you're just a genetic freak. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to say that. I think you're adopted. So sorry to tell you that, KJ. I think you're just adopted. So sorry to break it to you, but like if you also have like different color hair from your parents, that might be the thing. uh, but what I was gonna say is that yeah, that is surprising. But like my eyesight is bad no matter what because I have actually astigmatism. So like my eyesight is just gonna be bad no matter no matter how you slice it. Just because my like apparently astigmatism is like when your eye is just like shaped wrong. Apparently, like your eye has to be shaped like relatively like a sphere, and my eye is not doing that. My eye has a little bumps in it, and that's why it's a little bit fucked, and that's why my vision is a little bit shit. That's why I also see like bright lights come out as kind of like streaks, which is a little bit weird. I actually, for a long time, I did not realize that my eyesight was that bad. But like, I was kind of like, damn, people might gotta be like fucking with me or something, you know? Because I was like, hey mom, what does this like sign say or whatever? You know, it's like far away sign. I can't read it. And my mom was like, "Are you fucking stupid or something? Why you can't read this?" And I'm like, "No, it's far away." And and like in school when I was like studying, you know, I would be like sitting at the back of the class. Surprise, surprise! That's not a good idea when you're like nearsighted. But like I would be sitting at the back of the class, and I would not see the board clearly. And so I would be like asking my like the guy sitting next to me for like to like help me figure out what I'm reading, right? I would be like, "Yo, what does that say on the board? Can I like read from you?" And like I'm sure the guy was kind of like annoyed. Like he was like, "Oh, can't you just fucking read?" And I'm like, "No, no, I can't." And then like we went to a doctor, okay, and the doctor gave me glasses, and then it turns out that like I actually did not see a lot of things that I should have seen. like like whenever I was like vacuuming the carpets uh at my parents' apartment, right? I would be like I would vacuum and I would be whatever, it's fine. And then like my mom would be like, "Oh, why is there a bunch of like lint everywhere? You know, like you didn't vacuum correctly." And I'm like, "Oh, really? I don't like see anything." And then like and then like one when after I got my glasses, I was like, "Hey, mom, I don't think the vacuum is fucking working correctly." And then she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yo, check this out. I like passed the I passed the goddamn carpet. The lint is still there." And she's like, "Oh shit, the vacuum isn't working. That wasn't. It wasn't because I was vacuum shit. I'll vacuuming badly, you know." Protective lenses? What do you mean protective lenses? What does protective lenses entail? You know your eyesight isn't like a fucking camera. You can't just like scratch it wrong. In fact, that's actually a weird thing. Um your like eyeballs constantly regenerate from damage. Like obviously if you like have like a, you know, somebody like stabs you in the eye, that's not going to be fixable. No. No, you can't like the best preventative measures you have is like the shit like everybody was saying the entire time when I was growing up, which is like, yeah, kind of like the shit. The way to prevent your eyesight from being bad, relatively speaking, is like the same things that like I heard growing up, which is like don't stare at your phone 24/7. You know, wear shades outdoors when it's sunny out, shit like that. You know, it's like so it's not gonna it's not gonna. There's not really like a hot fix for your eyesight. I'm sorry to tell you that. There's not really like a protective case you can do. Plus, partially the reason your eyesight goes bad when you get older, is partially because your essentially so your lenses, your eye lenses, are like a muscle, right? It contracts and expands to like concentrate your image on what you're looking at, okay? And as you get older, it actually stiffens. As you get older, it stiffens and it becomes like harder, and so it becomes harder to like move it away from a certain spot, and so that's why it goes worse as you age, because your eyes essentially can no longer concentrate on the image you're seeing. Like the image you're seeing in front of yourself, your eyes cannot correctly concentrate on it, and so you need glasses to like you know see, because your glasses compensate for it. Because in for example, in my case, glasses compensate for the fact that like the lenses of my eyes are fucked, you know, they're a little bit wobbly, and so the glasses needs to mirror it in the opposite direction. Like when you're old, like essentially like glasses are just unfucking whatever fucks up your vision. So like if you're nearsighted, it's usually the fact that your lenses are a little bit larger, I think. And if you're farsighted, it's the fact that they're a little bit thinner. So like the glasses fix it, because like they essentially correct the image. They compensate the fact that it's thinner or fuck. They compensate the fact that it's thinner or wider. God damn it. All roads do lead to your eyes being bad. I'm not so sorry to tell you this in advance, but like eventually your eyes will be a little bit fucked. But like the key point about it is the fact that like you just need to figure out how bad, essentially. Like at base case scenario, when you're older, you're gonna be just like minus 7.5. Worst case scenario, when you're older, you're gonna be like minus 20. um I mean, I sure hope that like one day we're gonna have like a total. I actually do remember seeing like some video or something about like scientists develop like a little like eye drops that's supposed to unfuck your vision. Yeah, but I remember there was something that like supposed to be like some eye droplets or something that were developed that's supposed to like improve your eyesight, because they're like de-aging your they're de-aging the muscles in your lenses, so they're gonna improve the so they prevent, not prevent, they like improve the side effect, decrease the side effect, I don't know. So they like decrease the fact that you're, as I said before, like the point of like when you're aging, your eyesight gets worse because like your lenses harden, and they supposedly develop like a thing that's supposed to prevent like unharden your lenses. I don't know how else to say it. Like it's supposed to like make it soft wobbly, as it should be. But yeah, what I was gonna say, um there was something I was gonna talk about. I completely fucking forgot before this entire tirade. Come on. But yeah, tomorrow probably no stream because I'm gonna be drinking and watching Ted with Mark Wahlberg, by the way, the guy who notoriously hates Asians. I genuinely cannot wait to make all the jokes about Mark Wahlberg when I'm watching it with my friend. With my friend, I'm gonna be just like, no, Mr. Kim, run away! It's Mark Wahlberg. He's gonna get you. Because it's just like, I cannot believe the guy beat up that Vietnamese man for fucking no reason. Like, that's not even the like yeah, um if I was gonna be there would be a lot of blood and a lot of bodies, and then I would comfort my daughter saying like, it's all right, everything's gonna be fine. Like, it's such a funny fucking line. um I genuinely cannot believe the man thinks that he is actually like was fighting there with Optimus Prime. I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. That could be life changing for us. Oh no, fuck, it's inventor. You fucked me up. This could be life changing for us. But the man, when he was given that interview, really thought that he was with Optimus Prime. He said he probably meant like if he was there during 9/11, Optimus Prime would swoop in and save his ass, you know. Like, all of those like terrorists would be like, don't worry, Kyle Yeager, is that his name? Don't worry, fucking, fuck, I forget his name already. What the fuck? How do I keep forgetting his name? I will say Matt Damon, but that's a wrong name. That's a wrong name. That's not Matt Damon. Even so, they kind of look close enough to me. Like, to me, a lot of these like guys in their like 40s. Uh, I mean, yeah, kind of. Like, technically speaking, they're like asylum refugees and terrorists. 50-50. Mark Wahlberg, that's his name, right? Bro, imagine ICE deporting Optimus Prime. Just pull over the vehicle. Can I see your license and registration? He's like, bitch, I am the vehicle. Me. They don't like guys. Even Darth Vader wouldn't support ICE. Anakin Skywalker would oppose ICE at any cost. Even Decepticons would not work with Homeland Security. I just imagine fucking Megatron being like, bro, are you an Ice Asian? Not cool. Like, motherfucker, you're trying to destroy the planet or something. Like, are you really the moral high ground? It's like that panel from which one? Which one are we talking about? The what his name? Mark Wahlberg. Okay. I think there is two pieces. One, him and his like friends. Like, one is him and his white friends throwing stones and at black kids when they were growing up, and another one is beating up Vietnamese guy and hurling slurs. I don't know which one it is. Mark Wahlberg, Vietnamese man. Okay, 16-year-old Mark Wahlberg assaulted two Vietnamese men during attempted robbery. During attempted robbery, by the way. He tried to rob them. Am I understanding correctly? Leading to his... Hold up. Was he getting robbed or... Wahlberg knocked Lamb unconscious by striking him over the head with 5-foot wooden stick. 5-foot wooden stick? How? What? Excuse me? What the fuck was it? Hold up, 5 foot? That's like a whole man. Use it while using racial slurs. While using racial slurs. Ho Johnny Trin. Wahlberg punched Trin in the eye after asking for help hiding from police. While widely reported that this blinded him, Trin later clarified his left eye was already lost due to grenade injury from his service in South Vietnamese army. okay, so that one is kind of funny. The idea that he was like, I lost an eye because of you. I was already blind. Wahlberg sought pardon for this conviction, and Johnny Trin publicly stated that he forgave the actor and supported the pardon. So the request was not granted by the state of Massachusetts. Wait, South Vietnamese army, is that the one on the side of US Army or against? South Vietnamese army refers to inhabitants of former Republic of Vietnam, commonly known as South Vietnam. Sovereign state in Southeast Asia that existed state capital, the official language, fuck off. The population was politically the state was anti-communist. Okay, so that was on the side. So he punched the guy who served on the side of US Army. He wasn't like, he was... he punched a war veteran who was on the side of US troops, by the way. Like, fucking insane. But like 5-foot wooden stick, he punched him with another grown man, essentially. Like 5-foot wooden stick. He didn't punch him with a bat. He punched him with like essentially the character I'm playing as right now. Imagine that. Imagine he picked up a stick that big and he like punched the guy with it. Now that's fucking insane. Excuse me? The man fucking assaulted him with a war club. He was out there on fucking Oni from Dead by Daylight, okay? He was on some different shit. like it's I genuinely like, what the fuck was Mark Wahlberg on? Also, again, like he was trying to rob them, FYI. It wasn't like a self-defense case or something. He was trying to rob them with a fucking wooden stick. Like, at least one of them. Another, he was apparently assaulted over a fucking trying to hide from police. 2 Vietnamese men. One of which he tried to rob, and another he was trying to police from. Like, honestly, like, calling it a wooden stick if it's 5 feet tall is a little bit understatement. 5 feet tall stick is a club. Like, the man went unga bunga on that shit. He was literally like communing with ancestors. Like 5 feet tall. No, it's a one giant stick that was 5 feet tall. One giant 5 feet tall stick. 5 stick? What is he, Zoro from One Piece? Like, he's fucking... Where the fuck he's gonna keep the 5 sticks? Like... Yeah, obviously. But like, the idea that he was assaulted them with 5 smaller sticks, like how the fuck would he do that? Like man was like shoving some sticks up his ass to assault people with it. Like, well, how did you imagine the 5 stick combo to go? He just kept a bunch of stick by his side. Like every time he like smacked somebody, the stick was break. He picked up another one. Like he actually like carries them in like a quiver for the arrows. Essentially, he has like an arrow of like a quiver of sticks. Um, I mean, I guess. Wait, hold up. No, but he wasn't in Vietnam. He was doing this in Massachusetts. They were Vietnamese men, but it wasn't in Vietnam. He was doing this in Massachusetts. He was doing it in the United States. Like, he wasn't just walking around Vietnam assaulting people. He was walking around his own fucking state of Massachusetts assaulting people with a fucking 5 foot tall stick. He was essentially like carrying this broom. Like this broom is essentially like this size. Like he was carrying the broom like this and was beating people up with it. Like I don't know like about the sickness, but I imagine like a war club. I imagine he was walking around with a fucking massive fucking baton, you know, like essentially like the shit that like uh he was carrying around the shit that like Aztecs were like killing people with, you know, like it had like obsidian in it and something. Yeah, like obsidian shards for sharpness. Oh damn, this guy got second phase. That's the first time this guy got second phase. Oh shit. But yeah. To be fair, okay, him being in Vietnam and like assaulting like locals is kind of still crazy, but no, he was assaulting like random Vietnamese man in Massachusetts. Like he wasn't he was also like 16. It wasn't like a just a regular he wasn't like a like again, it was a robbery. He was robbing the man, okay? He was robbing the man and then was asking the other one to help him hide. And apparently, like, he didn't comply, and so he was like, oh, well, fuck you, I guess. Fuck. Um, Mark Wahlberg. Poor guy. Poor guy. All he had after that incident is successful career as a movie star. All he had afterwards. And also a weird, like, religious grift. Like I don't know if it's a grift or not, but he was like weirdly religious after like Transformers. Maybe he did talk to Optimus Prime himself, and Optimus Prime was like, "Yo, did you accept Lord Jesus Christ into your heart?" Um, I find the I imagine okay, well, Mark Wahlberg walking around there was fucking walking around instead of Massachusetts, Vietnam. I just imagine he was walking around Vietnam during Vietnam War. Even so, he was like too young to participate in Vietnam War. I imagine he somehow like Doctor Manhattan. I imagine he was like Doctor Manhattan. He was walking around just annihilating Vietnamese, you know. Like, yeah, he even died for our sins and then came back to life. He's exactly like Jesus. Well, wait, does he? I mean, I guess if you were counting the Transformers 1 as like canon Transformers, like a Transformers lore, because there is so much, because there's so many like Transformers media. Like it depends on which one you take for granted, you know. I like the Transformers cartoonsy. What was it? Transformers like Ultimate or something. It was like a 3D. Dependent. Like most um most Transformers media portrays them as a friends that had fallen out at certain point in time, but like it never was specifically explained what the nature of their friendship was. For example, um, for example, in I know that's what I was saying. Like the 3D show was the ones that I'm most familiar with, more so than the movies. And in the 3D show, I remember that the point was the fact that I think they were friends, but the point of Megatron was the fact that he was actually fighting in gladiator arenas. He was a gladiator, okay, which I find interesting as a point. The idea is that he was like essentially like a like independent depending on what you see gladiators as. So it could be anywhere from like literally like a fighting slave to like a to like more historical account of being more of like a performance, like a performance artist, like a wrestler, you know. Oh, imagine Megatron as a wrestler. He's like Randy Man Macho Savage, Megatron Macho Savage. He's like I tell you what, brother, I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna attack you in. I'm gonna attack you in, Optimus. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Optimus. You are fuck. That hurts my voice so much. Oh yeah. I'm gonna put you to bed, Optimus. 30 minutes of playtime. That would be fucking hilarious. And Optimus Prime is what's his name? Hulk Hogan, because he's racist. Obvious. um, that's why Optimus Prime was together with Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, that's why he was together with like that's why he was working with Mark Wahlberg. Optimus Prime also wanted to like kill all Vietnamese. No. He's not racist to like other Transformers. He's racist against Vietnamese. He's Optimus Prime was like, Mark, we gotta kill those Vietnamese guys. Yeah, that's why he's racist against Vietnamese. Have you heard the average Chinese opinion of a Vietnamese person? Like, oh boy, I got a surprise for you on the inter-Asian racism, you know? Like yeah, on average like there is a lot of weird, well, all racism I see is weird. Like I see all racism as weird, not to be too woke. Yeah, I see all racism as cringe, not to be too woke. But like Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans, they beef between each other because essentially Second World War. But also kind of stuff before that as well. Like they have beef before that, but like Second World War is a good reason why Koreans hate Japan. It's at least a good reasoning as to why Koreans hate Japanese. But they all kind of hate each other interpersonally, and they also hate Vietnamese, Filipinos, and the like. But they hate those for being browner, essentially. Like they see they're essentially like if you if you like if you like ask Hitler on his opinion on Italians before Second World War, before they were allies, you know, and Hitler would be like, those intermixed bastards, no, yuck, you know. Like surprise, surprise. But like Hitler wasn't actually a big fan of Italians because he saw them too interbred between like white and black, and so because so essentially that's the same view Chinese and Japanese and Korean people have for Vietnamese and like Filipino. They see them as brown, and so they're worse because of it. It's a weird, like, all racism is weird, you know. What to tell you? But yeah, Optimus Prime is racist, and he actually like practices an advanced form of racism where he specifically hates Vietnamese, and and he hates you depending on how close to a Vietnamese person you are. Like the further you are from Vietnam, the more he vibes to you. That's how it works. Exactly, exactly. Now you see in the point. Uh huh. I got it all figured out.
Believed that if we took the time to stand outside in the rain, it would cleanse us both physically and spiritually.
Water has the power to finally set us free.
That and Beats Pill. China was the only one in the galaxy to figure out the magic of Beats Pill.
Represents birth and the cleansing of
Uh,
the soul.
Megatron, we got Megatron. We have to stop fighting. Have you seen what humans invented? It's Beats Pill. I've never seen such a clear audio. I think we have to stop fighting Megatron. The Beats Pill, exactly. Advanced tech. Oh yeah, by the way, in the original cartoon, way before like Transformers 1 and Transformers movie, I think the only explanation for Megatron slash um uh fucking what's his name, Optimus Prime, saying that was going on is that they were friends and then they were not. But I'm pretty sure there was some explanation of like Megatron accidentally like shot at Optimus or something. Like he almost killed Optimus Prime, and then like Optimus Prime became Prime, and that essentially made Megatron butthurt, if I remember correctly. Shit. Well, this is the first death. Wait, actually, I might Google original conflict between Optimus Prime and Megatron right after I beat this guy. Well, um, original conflict between Megatron and Optimus in first cartoon. That's the best way I can do it. One cartoon, the conflict and Megatron restarted the Cybertronian Civil War 9 million years prior. Okay. Huh. Why is it not? Oh, okay. finally it's working. So, he fatally wounded a young dock worker named Orient Pax, whose remains were later rebuilt by Alpha Trion into Optimus Prime. Okay, that was he killed Optimus. He restarted the war and then killed Optimus Prime by accident. And then he was like, okay, whatever. And then Optimus Prime was like, yo, what the fuck? Dude, are you gonna apologize for killing me? Like Christ. The macho man Randy Savage voice really took away from me a little bit. Ah, goddammit. Oh. Megatron. We gotta kill Vietnamese Megatron. We have to stop fighting and kill all Vietnamese. Every Vietnamese man, woman, and child. We gotta kill the Megatron. Oh yeah! I'll kill the Vietnamese! I don't know why I did the voice again, even so it fucking hurts to do it. Christ. Am I wrong or is this knife longer?
It floats with 1/7
Like I noticed it when I was walking around. I was like, damn, this knife is kind of like longer than normal.
We must dive beneath the waters to explore the subconscious. To face
Am I wrong? Look at this. It's the way I feel like it's way longer than normal knives. Oh. Oh, Christ. My throat does hurt. Bruh. It's easier to run it without, but like I kind of want to keep it. Hello? God damn it. Nice. Okay, let me go pick up the stick again. Where did I drop it? Bruh. Oh, there it is. Finally. Jesus Christ. I was kind of afraid. I was like, no, my stick. I actually kind of want to grab this. Okay, it's fine. I want to at least bring it down to 28 instead of 29 this time. There it is. Oh, Christ.
I know 100 ways to kill you. You should have run when she gave you the chance.
Fuck. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, come on. Okay, at least 29 instead of 30. Come on. I feel like if I had to do the third phase battle against this bitch, it would be way easier compared to any other boss we encounter. Well, maybe I guess Sean. Because second phase of this bitch is so easy. If I had to do a third phase against her, I think it could be doable. As long as she doesn't put like any extra moves, definitely doable. Well, I just remembered. I remembered it today because I was watching a podcast and they were talking about flights. Okay, and wait, hold up. There was a point about that podcast that I was trying to like correct and I kind of forgot now, but like, okay, I guess it doesn't matter for now. I'll remember it later. But they were talking about flights, and I just remembered something that like I had like because I had a flight, um, like before, well, when I was going to the break, I had to fly. I ate so much cheese that I think I had like a bad stomach ache because of it. I don't know if it's simply because of the cheese, but now that I like look in hindsight, I think it might be because I ate that much dairy. Like otherwise, I'm not quite sure what it could be. Like to be fair, there was a lot of reasons why it could be. So like I had like absolutely terrible stomach ache. Like I cannot even describe how bad it was. It was just absolutely absolutely horrendous, okay? And most likely reason is because before I went to the airport, I ate like a ball of mozzarella. Like I think 2 balls of mozzarella. Then, okay, on my way to the airport, I ate like Parmesan cheese. Because I packed myself some Parmesan cheese because I like Parmesan cheese as like a snack. And then in the airport, I had myself milk with banana in it. And also, that could be also another reason why I had a stomachache, but like it could be like maybe because of all the things together actually. Like it's either one other or all things together. But like I also had in that banana milk a fucking uh pretty old blueberry buttermilk dessert. So it's like essentially yogurt. So I essentially had like a blueberry yogurt in it that expired like a couple of days prior, and I was like, that could have led to me having a terrible stomachache at the airport. That I was genuinely that stomachache was so horrible. I was like, please don't be a medical emergency. You know, it was so bad. I was like, damn, like it could be as bad as a medical emergency. I just hope it's not. Fuck. Oh damn. Oh, did that person restart another hideout? No, it's just press restart hideout. Okay. Oh. And yeah. Oh, actually, one thing that I was talking about prior is that like when I was a teen, my parents bought me like this like watch that's like a fitness tracker watch. Okay. And like it was laying at my parents' house for the past 5 years, okay, doing nothing. And like now I started to like well when I came back when I came back to Germany. I came back to visit. I just grabbed it to I just grabbed it. Um, and like number one, by the way, the charge on this thing is fucking phenomenal. Like legitimately, like I probably can not charge it for like 3 days straight, and it's gonna work fine. But like the power thing, like essentially like I'll charge it like once a day, and that's not even like a not even because it's like out of charge. It's because it's like it has like a small showing of like oh it's like a little bit down the charge, and I'm like okay I'll charge it, you know, and then like for next 2 days I don't need to charge it, you know. But like if it shows me a little bar, I'm gonna go okay well time to charge it again. Fuck wow. Uh, but yeah, it like tracks my health and whatever. And I know how accurate the readings are, but like I assume they're fine. But the thing is, my mom was talking to me today about the fact that my stepfather bought her um a brand similar fitness tracker, similar quote unquote. Because here's the thing, like it's similar in like because it has all the same functions, but like I probably it's number one, it's definitely more expensive and probably more accurate compared to what I'm wearing. But like either way, I do Um, I did find it like exactly same thing that I'm like doing right now. It's exact same thing that like that's tracking my house right now is also tracking my mom. My mom was talking about all the properties that her has, and I'm like, yeah, it's exact same property. Yes, mine also tracks my blood pressure. Yes, mine also tracks my my sleep. Yes, it also tracks my fucking what's it called tracks my fucking oxygen levels. I assume the biggest difference, I don't know, maybe like the accuracy is different, but like it sounds fucking exactly this. But I assume because did this bit just disappear into the elevator? But yeah, I assume my mom is like more is better. Just no, not simply to disparage her from like oh no, you're having like yours does the same thing that mine does, even so mine is probably like cheaper. Um, but it's more because like you know it's my mom. I do care about my parents. Um, but I think mostly the reason it has all the same functions because like the technology has existed for such a long time that it's kind of just like they can figure it out, you know. The only difference between like there's probably the difference between like mine and my mom's is probably like just how accurate it is now. Like probably mine is probably like less accurate, but like it can do all the same functions because it's essentially the same text that exists for like past I don't know probably 20 years. Like if I had to guess how long this tech was on the market for now in such a compact form, probably like 20 years. So like 2006, I do believe it probably already existed. I forgot to pick up the broom again. Though the one thing about my tracker things that I cannot get used to is mostly about like it never quite fit my arm properly. Like it's either too loose or too tight, but never like in between. Shit. Uh, like if I have to choose between too tight and too loose, I usually choose too tight because at least then I know it's like it's securely connected to my body and probably is tracking everything correctly. Because if it's too loose, you know, it's fucking moving around from place to place, you know, fucking around with the results. Sorry about that. Nice. Now let's see.
Come and face your judgment.
Oh yeah,
I can reach the shaft.
that's what she said.
Squad 9 on its way.
Get out of my way. I'll do this.
He's so serious. I love him. Oh no, I fell down. Oh no, he fell down again. How many times will he fall down? Same trick cannot work twice. Oh. Wait, what the fuck does he even wear? Oh shit. You got a second face? I didn't know your kind could have it. Damn, I gotta call Mark Wahlberg to deal with these guys. Oh shit, that might be... That what might would help me with fucking Fajar. I just call fucking Mark Wahlberg against his... Mark Wahlberg, help. Summoning with the power of Ra. Oh shit, okay, now I remembered. Now I remember this thing that I was wanting to like correct from a podcast I was watching. So the podcast I was watching mentioned some interesting factoids that they kind of got wrong. And that one is about Half-Life 2. So when Half-Life 2 was in its production stage, what's his name? Oh, not Gaiman, sorry. When Half-Life 2 was in its production stage, somebody hacked into Valve thing, like Valve headquarters or whatever, and got the early build version of it and released it to the public. Okay, and then he texted, he wrote to Neil Gaiman. Sorry, Neil Gaiman, fucking Gaiman. Wrong guy. Um, he wrote to Gaiman that essentially the leak was accidental. He did, however, hack into the headquarters, and knowing the fact that essentially that like Valve at early stages of its life hired a lot of modders and the like, you know, like people who are fans of video games, not simply like people who work to make video games, but people who are fans of it, you know, like because that's what was Valve reputation at times. They did a lot of they did a lot of they hired a lot of like modders and the like, because that's who they saw the future of gaming in. Okay, so he thought, hey, like I hacked your thing, I can help you like make it better, right? So Valve was so Gaben was like, okay, come over, we'll have the interview or whatever. Nope. The thing is, there was no interview. He fell for the trick. He got, in fact, bamboozled. And in fact, instead, German fucking court system got to him. Like they set up essentially a trap and like got his ass in cuffs because of it. Because objectively speaking, he did kind of, you know, hug into Valve souls are intellectual property, you know. It's not exactly a legal thing.
To each crime, its punishment, and to each punishment, its weapon. Pathetic!
Nice. Just keep throwing weapons. Throwing shit at the wall, see what sticks. But yeah, the reason I wouldn't bring it up, like, oh, it's I was listening to a podcast and they said this wrong thing, is because not because like I'm fucking calling out the podcast like on the fucking misinformation they spread. Even so, like sometimes I do hear them like saying stuff that's just factually not correct, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But it's more just to share a fun factoid about the fact that the guy hacked into Valve headquarters and then was like, hey, sorry about the leak. That was an oopsie. Okay. They want to hire me. I can, you know. Sure, you have like a position or something open. And that's kind of impressive, actually. The balls on the kid to come up to Valve after he hacked them and be like, hey, what about the job?
You want revenge.
Good. Ah, get down. Ah, get down. To fair, we are doing better. We are doing way better. Ah, fuck. Finally. Nice. Shenmue's still gonna be like aging up by 2 years instead of one. Ah, you fucking kidding me? I can't even like recover from that quickly enough. They're just an instant KO. Ah, goddammit. Yo, avoiding those are actually fucking pretty easy. You can just spam block S. Spacebar S, just constantly spacebar S, 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 and kind of works. Also, lowest stage, by the way. Finally 38. Wait, what? Where's the... Huh? Oh, fucked up the entrance. Oh. Sanctuary, let's go. That looks like a penguin. I've been actually I saw a bunch of videos where a woman explains like a Chinese symbols, what Chinese symbols mean on tattoos, because like people put like random word there, right? And like you know, the ones that are like gibberish don't entertain me a lot. The ones that are like the packed noodles is like whatever, you know, and the ones that are like, you know, like they meant like something like unstoppable, but like the actual word is like floodgate or something. Like it's whatever. The ones that entertain me are the ones that like kind of make sense, but also not something you usually like type on the like right on your body. Like I remember seeing like ones that was just like gay, and that one's funny. The idea is like this one just like put like a stamp of like gay, you know, felon. Just one guy with a symbol of woman for some reason. Damn.
It is an honor.
Keep falling for that trick. Nice. Hmm. You need to purge, you know, like purging sometimes mean like what the like celebrities do before like shows or something, you know, like when they're like either shit or like pukes themselves, so they like decrease the amount of like liquids inside of them. I mean, imagine if that's what he was proposing. Like yo, you need to have a diarrhea right now, dog. You know what I mean? Actually, I might want to check out the price tag for the upgrades before I. Cause I was trying to like grind down the what's it called, the score before I can like get the upgrades, but it might be actually pretty cheap. on account of the fact is like I'm trying to get the lowest upgrade anyway. Come on, it's my lowest stage. Can you just give up? Nice. Lowest stage and already has a beard, by the way. Only 38 years young. Okay. What the fuck? What? I was in the middle of a takedown. Are you fucking kidding me? You can do this? You're supposed to wait until I'm finished with the guy. Nice. Can you believe how rude your I don't know, are you like a chef or are you a sous chef? Your assistant, I guess. I don't know. How rude your assistant is. Doesn't wait for a takedown. Oh, I only need 1000. Okay, that's fine. That's the last upgrade I need in my tree. To face Yang at full power, we need to have a concentration improvement. He has a concentration. No, what the fuck is this thing called? Staggering meter? It's fine that it doesn't show any blood. It sometimes shows like blood on like the walls, the blood splatter from the walls and stuff, but it doesn't show like a blood from a die cat, vertical strike, strong sweep. Fuck. Oh, what? I can do that? Huh? I didn't know this was a possibility. Excuse me? Bro, what? That is crazy. I didn't know this was a fucking thing. How? What? How did I do that actually? Shit. Oh, come on. What is it one? Oh, I'm gonna start. Oh. Damn, sitting for too long. That's fucking hurt my ass. I need like I need that adaptation that wombats have. Did you know that wombats have like their entire ass is like a solid solid bone? I'm sure it's comfortable to sit in it. You know, it's if it's like a if it's nothing but solid bone. They have one dance ass, by the way. Like there's a reason they developed it. It's so that they could burrow into their like little hidey hole. And then when some like predator attacks them from behind, like they don't get like essentially they're like trying to bite into solid bone. And then Wombat can like shake their ass up and down to like kill the attacker. It's really funny. Because wombats are really cute, I think. They're fucking adorable. Tell me he's shaking his booty against the predator. Oh, bro, this is the second time you interrupted me mid takedown. Are you kidding me? God, These younger people are so impatient now. Trav, you need to discipline your fucking line cook or whatever. She constantly interrupts me make takedown, and that's very impolite. Doesn't she know the order of things? I take them down, I give them little punches, I bring them back up if they're like not fully down, you know? It's fine. Nice. Okay, you got the second phase. Nice. Okay, let's see if I can recreate the trick again. It was kind of cool. Yo, let's go. That's not how I wanted to use it. I really didn't want to surrender. God damn it. Oh.
It is an honor. Holy fuck!
Nice. Nice and clean. No, sorry, I'm done with bulimia. Oop. Oh wait, so they're not disciples. Because I thought that they were like disciple level characters. But like their movesets are actually that of the bouncer guy. Huh. Crazy. They have more advanced moveset than I thought it was. They're actually higher level enemy. Nice. Oh, by the way, at the store today, so like, I guess I'm gonna be drinking tomorrow. I bought some more alcohol, just in case. And the thing is, I was going through a self checkout, and it's really annoying when, like, you're going through I get it, it's a self checkout and everything, you know, like you don't know who's gonna be at the self checkout, but like it's really annoying that like whenever I'm buying alcohol or like other items that are like not exactly for children, they have to like have like what's it called, they have to have like a guy look at me and be like, oh yeah, clear this guy for it. And like here's the thing. Sometimes it's like, you know, a guy at the cash register just goes in, like presses some button or something, and like automatically clears me out for the purchase. And sometimes they actually have to like come up to the fucking self checkout and press the buttons and be like, yeah, this one is older than fucking 18. I'm pretty sure for the fucking coconut flavored rum, it's not even like that much in age. Like I need to be like that old. Actually, I don't know. Like the rules in Germany are so weird. Because like I get if it was like a stable if it was like only like above 16 you can drink, or above 18 you can drink, or like above 21 you can drink. Okay, whatever. If you're above 21 is fucking ridiculous, but whatever. Um but like instead in Germany it's like, oh, if you want like a beer, you can be like 16 and older, I think. If you want harder alcohol, you should be 18 and older, which I genuinely don't get. I don't get like I don't get what, like I get like, oh, it's like lighter alcohol so you can like drink it, but like, you know, what if like 16-year-old buys like 50 liters of beer? It's a bad idea because it's beer, but like, you know. Damn, he's like took no damage. He did took a little bit to his structure, but like that damage was absolutely nothing. I also forgot about like no light thing. No light attacks. You should go harder with him. Ooh, okay. And only 42, by the way. So we still have a little bit time.
In the end, you're still that same child I knew. Helpless. Like the night I killed your father. You're here, in front of me, only because
Oh, you could hear that. You could hear me clacking my fucking wrist. That was literally me snapping my wrist.
But what if I take it from you? Will you fear death once again? You sound like a frightened one to me.
Got him. Ooh. $44. Fucker.
Let Sifu teach you this one.
Yeah, you fucking killed him. People didn't teach you that one. Bitch, you fucking killed this guy right in front of my eyes. Of course he couldn't teach me. He was dead. I was 8 years old. Sorry, I didn't learn the like one strike death technique. Shit. Actually, I should have avoided this one. Orange one I should avoid. Light attack I should be parrying. And the orange ones I should be definitely avoiding. Fuck. What the fuck was that attack? The lightning strike? Oh, come on, he's close. Ooh! Oh wait, is this gonna be the third phase? No, it's not the third phase. It just short ASMR channel of me cranking my fingers. And also my wrist for a little bit. My wrist like comes back now relatively quickly.
You were supposed to guard the talisman, not steal it.
It's the only way to save them, Sifu.
You failed to honor your oath. You are unworthy. Now leave. He who has Gong Fu and Wu De makes the other know he can break him. His hands go out like lightning, and the other doesn't want to fight anymore.
Finally finished it on master difficulty, bruh. Finally! For the first time, we finished it on master difficulty. There's still some stuff together. I don't know what's supposed to be here. But the question is, can we make it lower? And can we achieve the true end? And that's probably for the next stream. We're already on a 2 hour 40-minute mark. Unlocked by killing Yang. Spare Yang, clear all score related goals, get any ending to unlock goals. I like the one. Looks cool. But well, now we did unlock the. I assume in free train we can unlock the Yang. Wait, wrong thing. Which one was it? Yeah, there is. Yang Phase 2. I just want to see. So is the key aspect to him to constantly block him? Yes or no? And get it. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. If I can just keep the if I can just keep the fucking thing alone. Fuck. Oh. The thing is about some of his red attacks, they come in like literally no warning. I feel like most of his attacks you should avoid, but then he does throw in some attacks that like hard to figure out. Fuck. Wow. Damn, what the fuck? I definitely avoided it, but then he went still for another one. Yeah, what the fuck? How do you avoid that? Oop. Yeah, okay. But on this note, wait a minute. There is YouTube. Interesting. Okay, what is the craziest
Welcome
GTA
back
situation yet?
to Slop Live. Today's Slopic is about the GTA 6 leaks once again, and probably the most insane story yet. Basically a glorified GTA 6 leaks account at this point. Anyway, in yesterday's video, I talked about a Redditor who correctly predicted the August 18th leaks. Posting August 18th, don't ask me how I know. Then in the comments saying he was a friend of the leaker known as CyberLeak. I said in my video he's most likely LARPing, but he's
yeah.
gonna be in for a bit of a shock. And well, that is exactly what happened. The Redditor, known as Pilot1970, posting to Twitter with proof the Reddit account was his, as well as saying he was innocent and accidentally guessed the GTA 6 leaks whilst he was predicting the date for Trailer 3 of GTA 6, saying bad luck I guess. Also posting a screenshot showing Twitter users had figured out a lot of information about him based on his Reddit posting history. His Twitter handle also having his real name on it.
Yeah, bad idea posting anything on Twitter like this, because essentially there's a lot of people who will figure out.
Pretty big digital footprint. Well, a few hours later, he posted a video showing people were at his house on behalf of Rockstar Games.
Bruh.
Hi, my name's David. I'm here on behalf of Rockstar.
saying they were there to ask him if he actually knew the leaker known as Cyberleak, with Pilot 1970 saying that it was simply a joke.
What they're doing now is they're on the phone to the lawyer.
Okay, number one, I don't think, there's no fucking way Rockstar actually is behind this, because, bruh, like, but by that point, I can say that I'm behind like the Cyber League fucking guy, and like, what happened then?
Okay. I don't,
So,
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you because that's 100% the story. So
yeah, this is sort of like your last chance to say.
is this
Yeah.
a scare tactic to try
No,
and
it's
get me
not.
to fess up?
It's not. We're not looking for any fess up. We're not looking for. Basically, what we're after is, do you know certain individuals under certain handles? I think they'll keep on pushing that because obviously, at the end of the day, you put something out online.
There's no ways this guy is under
Yes,
Rockstar.
Just due to pure chance, which is
The only-
hard to believe.
the only
if I'm
reason-
being honest.
Now, a lot of people were claiming this was simply scripted, and he asked someone like his dad to do it. But despite his initial laughing,
Sounds
I
like
am
it.
inclined to believe him. He also posted a screenshot of the face of one of the people who showed up, and to someone who accused him of just asking his dad to pretend to make up a skit, he responded that his dad had actually died earlier in the year, also saying he had a full video and will release it to the correct person, attaching 2 screenshots showing he has over 10 minutes of footage of a conversation with the people representing Rockstar. Unfortunately, with all this attention on him, Crypto Twitter managed to get a hold of him and convinced him to post a meme coin about the whole situation. These
Bruh.
posts are now deleted, but definitely hurt his integrity. A lot of people chalking the entire thing up as being fake and just being a way to make money on crypto, but I think this guy was just trying to make some quick money from the situation, and I really do believe Rockstar are just throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks, because they still have no idea who this Cyberleak person is. Maybe I'm wrong and the entire thing is just an elaborate fake, but with all the subpoenas for
How do you even hide those bazoingas? I hunch. Hiding spider DNA plus HRT combo induced growth spurt. Both of them. This hurts as much as usual, but I do have these now, I guess. Nothing like a New York slice.
The fucking massive bitch Spider-Man would be fucking crazy.
Might have to lay off the pizza for a while, but I do love these boobs. HRT plus food.
Petra Parker? Maybe Penelope Parker. Paula Parker? Why even keep the same initials? Andrea Parker. It's Jessica Parker, right?
Excuse me, are you Pam Parker?
Just Parker is fine. I'm Petra. Hi, I'm Petra Parker.
It's Spider-Man!
You can call me Patricia Parker.
We meet again, Spider-Man.
Petra Parker.
Okay, in this case, like, saying that you're gonna use your preferred pronoun, your new name with the villains is kind of weird. Like them dead naming you is like not the main, unless it's unless the ones that do know, you know.
What the? This is not him. This is someone else wearing the suit. Asks. Quite an inspiration, that Spidey. You want to know our pronouns, Parker?
Is it we, us, Eddie?
They, it, actually. A good joke.
Oh, that's actually kind of rad. Good for you, Eddie.
Either I'm a trendsetter, or some villain is leaking estrogen into the city's water supply. We are not trans. Yeah, we're not.
Why is every villain suddenly trans as well? Wait, hold up. I want to see how it looked from like perspective. Hold up. Bro, I'm not gonna help with. I do like this animation, so silly. Dude. Oh.
Nope. No, I can't.
I mean,
I'm sorry, but I can't. City's lost.
You know what?
GG.
You got this.
No, I can't. It's the Hulk.
He's right there.
Well, yeah, I see him.
You're
He's
right
very
here.
large. Why don't you do it?
What am I supposed to do?
Then what am I supposed to do?
I'll stop him.
What?
I'm not giving up on my city, no matter the odds.
You're gonna die.
This is a great idea. You got this, man.
Yep, sure. Yep.
Get him. Get him, Daredevil.
Go,
got it.
running. We just send a blind man to go fight the Hulk.
Mess him up. Oh. Matt's dead.
R.I.P.
Guys and gays of legal age, wouldn't you like to see something gay? Come on us and you will be sucked and fucked on Homoween. This is Homoween, this is Homoween. Penis cream in the ass of guys. This is Homoween, eating booty super clean. Dick and meat sipping semen in the dead of night. Thrust and pound, everybody cream. In this town of Homoween, I am the one with my colon all spread. Teeth ground down from me giving head.
I am the one putting
Bro, you gotta be a mad dick sucker to fucking have your teeth ground down.
under your stairs. Fingers like dicks and gum in my hair.
This is Homoween, this is Homoween.
Right.
Homoween, 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 Homoween.
We get low.
In this town, are we coming loud? Everybody's waiting for the next hot guys. Mount this boner man hiding in the trash can. Something's waiting now to fuck your booty loose. This is Halloween, dick and ass.
Scrotum seam.
Aren't you gay?
Well, yeah, that's fine. Fuck him once, fuck him twice. Cody shaft and pumpkin spice.
Ride on a dick in the dead of night. Everybody cream, everybody cream. This town of Homoween.
They never want to say Homoween. That's crazy. Those are subtitles.
Everyone hail to the homo song.
Capture the orc women. Bind them with magic rope.
It's an elf raiding party! Ours female brute strength is no match for them male smarts!
The fairer sex must be taught their place.
The ein in ein is ainly in the ein.
No, the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Again, being an orc barbarian is no excuse for butchering the Queen's English. Speak properly.
May I recite a sonnet to commemorate this occasion?
She has fallen. Her corruption is complete. Yes, she has become a lady. We shall present her to polite society at Lord Elvenshire's winter ball.
Excuse me. Can you stop reading that?
On the other hand, she's reading Cog Sleeve of the Goblin Pirate.
Smut in public? You're giving us romantasy fans a bad name.
Bull Buddy is always peak. He's always great. Hold up, I'm gonna lower it. Okay. We are wrapping up for today. Tomorrow, I'm probably not streaming. After tomorrow, it's gonna be... We're gonna come back to Sifu and try to run even better. We're trying to achieve the true ending. After tomorrow, it's gonna be Doom the Dark Ages, probably the last stream. I'm like not 100% sure, but maybe. Then it's gonna be if we're not finishing Doom the Dark Ages by like after tomorrow, we're gonna be well, after tomorrow, I guess. If we're not finishing it on Thursday, we're gonna actually finish it on Friday, and if and like we'll see, but like otherwise on Friday is gonna be a Cult of the Lamb, then Cult of the Lamb again, and then Sunday stream. And then next week we're kind of back to Shifu. On this note, we are wrapping up. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.